All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever in the world you'll be watching this video from. All right. Alex, a Manta and this video basically will be taking us through with the practical steps on how to go about performing the Manta Dolphin Testnet. All right. So, having said that, to begin, we have to visit the website on www.manta.network. All right, so that's if you've never visited it before, you simply have the opportunity of doing so right now. Okay, so I'll be sharing the links to the various things you need to get done. Okay, first things first, we'd have to visit this platform. Okay, where we need to download our Manta Signer. So the Manta Signer actually helps us with getting the software installed on our PC. All right. So as you can see, you have Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows. So you actually have five different versions here, of which two of them, these first two are for Mac OS system. That's for your Apple system. You have this for Ubuntu, then for Windows as well. All right. So my system is actually a Windows PC. So just have to click on this to download it. All right. So I won't be doing it right now because I've actually downloaded it as well as installed it. All right. So without taking much time after downloading and installing, so what's the next thing we'd have to do? Okay. The next thing you would have to open the Manta Signer on our PC. Would have to run it. It normally takes a little amount of time for it to load. I think like 15 seconds to like a minute. Okay, so basically, based on you be doing this for the very first time, if you'll be doing this very first time, you'd have to create a password. Okay, you'd have to create a password for that. So let's just while it's loading, because we don't really have much time with this. So while it's load, okay, it's done. So immediately you're done, you just have to input your password. Like I've installed it, I've created password before now. So let me sign in. All right. So as you can see, we signed in already. If it was a password issue, it should have just displayed to let us know that we had issues with the password. All right. So next thing is we click on the Dolphin Testnet. That's from our Manta Network platform. In doing so, it brings us down here. All right. So as you can see, this is not connected, but already connected our Manta signer. So basically, entering your password allows this stuff to be ticked over here. So once it's ticked, you definitely know that you are signed in already. Okay, without taking much time, if you've never done this before, you will need to download the Polkadot extension on PC. So you could decide to download it on wherever browser you're making use of, Firefox or Google Chrome, as you can see it here. All right. So once you're done downloading and installing, you will see it over here. All right. Okay, so I've done that before, so I won't be doing that again. As you can see, I actually have this created. So you have to create an account and give it a name so that you can easily use it for your transactions. Okay, so having done that, now I want us to check something on the platform. Yes, so you have your nodes and JAD4. These are different nodes. Okay, but won't be doing anything with this. We just leave it at Anj. All right, so you have the transacts, that's the page you're currently on. You have the swap features, which is yet to come, and the governance feature, which is also yet to come. Okay, so without taking much time, we need to get down to Discord. Okay, to get we need to get down to Discord to get some testnet token that we'll be needing for transactions. All right, so we just need to go to discord.com. Log into my account here properly. Right. So get to discord.com to do that. So once that is open, we have to verify that you're human. A seaplane. Okay, there's a seaplane. So a seaplane as well. For seaplane. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. All right. So while waiting on that, I would like us to do something briefly. Okay, we've done the very first steps to be done on this video. Let me just pause this and get this sorted out. Then we'll continue from there. All right. So we signed in right now. So we'd have to join. We'd have to join a server. Okay. We'd have to join the Manta network server. I'll be dropping the description to that in the video below. The description below rather. Okay. So just for a few seconds. Let me see this. Oh, okay. Okay. So all right. So we'll be going to this website .com. Um, I'm dropping the link to this in the description below so that you can easily access the Manta group on Discord. So where you can request for your test token. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we accept the invites. So I actually had to make use of this account so that we'll be able to go through the process the way it ought to be done. For those that have never used Discord before, or for those that have used it but would love to verify their account on Discord for them to get into the group. So you can just follow through with the process of what we'll be doing right now. Okay. Hope no need for this. All right. So that's great. So we currently here on the group. So what do? We just simply need to do what, scroll down on the group right now. Okay. So you scroll down to the Dolphin Testnet. As you can see, the Dolphin Testnets and faucets. So you select this. All right. So before we go further, let's go back down here. Okay. As you can see, you can actually send tokens from one wallet address to another, which is your send. This is a normal public. This is exactly what you do in your normal platform. So to receive also, you click on this as well. So let's receive some testnet token. All right, from here. So let's go back to Dolphin. So we type this code slash give me. So immediately you do that, it asks you for this detail. So click on dots. So then it shows your address. So you just paste your address and then click on enter. So it gives us a command telling us what's happening. Or I said the application did not respond. So you can always do that regardless of that message, that error message. It's normally still sends the testnet token. Okay, let's request for another. Let's request for a color. So the same wallet address, you paste your wallet address there, then enter. All right, so we've done that as well. For Akala, let's make another request. Say we make a request of ETH as well. Okay, so ETH, we will do the same thing. We paste our wallet address there as well, then enter. Right, having done that, we've received that, so we can come back to the testnet app and come back to send. Okay, so let's switch this. This is Polkadot. We had one before if you took notes, so let's wait for it to load to see how many. We're supposed to get extra one for doing so. And there's one more thing I didn't remember to do. Okay, let's make that request as well. Let's make request for Dolphin because we'll be needing that for gas transaction. Because without this, we can't make any transactions on the testnet platform. Okay. So it says there's a limit. I've actually made a request for 100 of it today, so which I can make any more requests tomorrow. Okay, so for you that's just going to be doing it for the first time, you would need to do that as well. As you just do that once, you get 100 Dolphin Testnet token. Okay, so let me just post this to you. All right, so it's open. So we can actually send tokens from wallet address to another. Okay, so let's send to another wallet address. Okay, let's just say we're sending it down to this. So what you simply do with this is you're sending from you're doing the normal transactions with this. As like you're sending from one public to another public wallet address. So you need to approve transaction. So that's gonna take a little seconds for it to appear. Right. You have to approve transaction. Let me click this so that I don't have to keep entering my password for every transactions I'll be doing. Okay, I don't know, this always happens. All right, so that's I've been able to send that. So you see it's been approved over here at the top end. All right, so you might want to ask a question. So why do we need to impute the Manta signer? Why can't we just use the normal platform without having to use a signer? So the next phase of what we'll be doing right now, it's going to be basically showing us why we need to use the Manta testnet, the Manta signer for this. Okay, so you can view your transactions here. All right, so but basically let's switch and send this to a private. Okay, so we have left the 0.9 based on what we sent. So let's send the whole 0.9 to our private network. So we do this, wait for the pop-up to come up. So I won't be entering my password this time around because I've already done that. So I signed the transaction. So you get another pop-up here to show that we've it has been successfully done. Wow, it has been successfully done. Okay, let me pause this thing when that is done. All right, so that's done as you can see here. All right, so you can view your transaction here. So, but basically, let's do something briefly on that. So we click on receive. Okay, so all of these are still our public. So we switch this to private. So let's do this now. So as you can see, we have 1.9 p dot, meaning we've been able to migrate 1.9 Polkadot from the public domain to the private domain. All right, so we can actually do this. Let's just say we want to withdraw it back. Let's just say we are withdrawing 0.9 back. So you click on withdraw while it's processing. So now this requires us having to enter our Manta signer password for this purpose on our PC. First authorized transaction. Okay. I think I made a mistake in this password again. Right. So that's the essence of your Manta signer. It actually helps you to privatize your transactions. Okay. So in moving transactions from one private back to public, we need the signer to ensure it remains private. Okay, so imagine if I was to receive, let's just pause this and wait for it to. All right, so there's a pop-up. Yeah, so we sign the transaction to finalize this. Okay, so once that is done, I'll be continuing the video because we don't really have much. Right, as you can see, it's done. So you can actually view the transactions over here. All right, so one more thing. So you can click on receive. There's a private. So you click on create new private. So let's just copy this. But click on this. You're not supposed to be able to change various private addresses, but the team said they'll be working on that. So you just have one private address for each token. Okay. Okay. So having said that, let's send some tokens on private to another private address. So let's go paste this now. Then we send. Okay, so we'll be getting all right, so we'll be getting this. First, we enter our password on Manta Signer for us to be able to facilitate that transaction. So wait for it to process. So immediately it's done processing, we would have to also do the same thing we just did now. Sign the transaction on Polkadot extension. Okay, so let me pause this and wait for that to occur. All right, so the pop-up is up. It normally takes a little time for it to complete in terms of I think I can't really tell, but I think the network is quite slow in that regard. So we've actually approved the transaction to send from one private wallet address to another private wallet address. So you might want to ask, what's the purpose for this? Okay, so basically your transactions are being kept private, so you can view your transactions here. So your transaction here are basically being placed private, such that you no longer have to worry about um, you sending token to someone else and the person having to go through your wallet address to see the various token and their words. Okay, so it keeps your account details private. So just the transaction that occurred between you and the person that can actually go through, and the person can actually view actually. So we don't. So this is it. It tells us that it took us about 8.18 Dolphin Testnet token to achieve this transaction. So that's that with this video. So do well to follow the link in the description below, to follow us on Telegram, on Discord, as well as on Twitter. All right. So you can also give us a like on this video. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.